is fiber? Hey there, my name's Coley, this is Sweet Peaches Nutrition, and today I want to talk about what the fork is fiber. I'm sure you've heard the word fiber thrown around and that it's healthy for you, and we don't get enough, and you should eat more of it in your diet. But what really is it, and why do our bodies need fiber? Fiber is a type of carbohydrate. We have simple carbs, like sugars, that our body can easily break down, and complex carbohydrates that take longer for our body to break down because they're longer molecules and the enzymes have to cut them in more places. And then we have fiber, which our body doesn't have the enzymes to break down, and so it moves mostly undigested through our body. So if we can't digest it, why do we need it? It seems counterintuitive that something we can't digest would be good for us and we need it in our diet, but fiber serves a lot of purposes. So to talk about fiber, there are two types, soluble and insoluble, and as the name suggests, soluble fiber can dissolve in water and insoluble fiber doesn't. The most common reason fiber is talked about as being healthy is that it bulks up stool and keeps us in that happy place between diarrhea and constipation. Yes, you can't talk about good digestion without talking about poop a little bit. Insoluble fiber keeps food moving throughout our digestive system. And while it is important for healthy digestion, make sure that you introduce high fiber diets slowly, because quickly increasing the amount of fiber in your diet can make you bloated, gassy, and just generally uncomfortable while your body adjusts to having all of this new material it's not used to. Another reason that fiber is considered part of a healthy diet is that it can help lower cholesterol. So, as fiber moves through your digestive system, it's able to bind up the excess cholesterol and help you excrete it. Another reason that fiber is great is that it helps you feel full. Feeling hungry and satiated is a really complex dance of hormones and receptors and different processes in the body. But the place where fiber comes in is that your stomach has stretch receptors. Part of feeling full is the physical act of your stomach expanding and those stretch receptors saying, hey, we're full. And so fiber can add more substance to your meals and make you feel full longer. Eating a highly processed meal that has sufficient calories but is low in fiber means that you're reaching your calorie goals while your stomach is still kind of thinking, wait, isn't there more to this? Versus if you're eating a big plate of grains and veggies, that's a lot of physical volume, and even though it might not be as calorie dense, you will feel full because your stomach is physically full. Now that's not the whole picture. Fiber isn't the only component you want to look for here to fully round out a good meal. Fat, fiber, and protein all work together to help us feeling full longer. Okay, so fiber keeps us regular, it keeps us feeling full, and it might help control things like cholesterol and blood sugar, but it's good for someone else too. Fiber is a great fuel for our microbiome, or our gut bugs as I like to call them. We can't break down the fiber, but our gut bugs can, and it feeds them and keeps them healthy and happy. And we are now just starting to learn how important our gut microbiome is. And so we want to keep those guys happy with a lot of fiber. So, eating fiber, especially ones like inulin, can feed our gut bugs, and then they're able to produce metabolites like vitamin K and short-chain fatty acids that then we can use in our bodies. It's a beautiful symbiotic relationship. The recommended amount of fiber for an adult is 25 to 30 grams depending on your age and sex, but most Americans eat about half of that. So what foods are high in fiber? Well, things like fruits, vegetables, whole grains, beans and legumes, nuts and seeds. Basically, most plant material is high in fiber because we don't have the enzymes needed to cut the bonds and break them down and digest them fully. So, how do you get more fiber into your diet? It's pretty simple. Just focus on incorporating more of those plant foods into your diet. Maybe your morning eggs, you can add some spinach or tomato. What if you top your salad with some extra seeds, or grab a handful of nuts for a snack? Or swap out some of your more processed grains for more whole grains, where the outer shell of the grain is still intact that contains a lot of the fiber. So that's a quick explanation of what is fiber and why do we need it. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!